Today in Zeepkist, I took my classic bobsled track and turned it into a void nightmare. I actually removed all of the ice and changed up some of the track pieces to give it a little bit of a different feel, and I really enjoy it because it kind of gives us a faster time and really is a throwback to the past when I made some good tracks. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and let's jump right into it. Alrighty, Unique, it's just me and you today. And
hello.
I have rebuilt a classic track. I took one of my classic bobsled track, which was like really the first big track I made. But I made some changes to it, which I think you'll appreciate. I call this one Bobsled is Void. And
Bobsled is Void.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, apparently I ruined Sandal's world record pace. Oh, I'm sorry. I hijacked his lobby and then I ruined his world record pace.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandals. I'm sorry.
Ooh, this looks neat.
Yeah, so I took my classic bobsled track, but then I decided to put it in the void and sort of make a few changes to it. AKA, I removed a bunch of parts, rotated some other parts, made it different, and the line is kind of the same, but there's some parts that feel a little bit different, and of course, there's no ice anymore, so it goes a lot faster, which is kind of cool. But you have control, right? So it's sort of.
So it's more like a bob ride.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, the Calgary Olympics. They used to have. There was a bobsled run in the Calgary Olympics, and I remember when they had this. They took the track, and when the track was done, it was like a big concrete thing, and now they've turned it into one of those like downhill karting experiences, where you sit on like those little steerable carts and just ride down
a little Zeepkist? Yeah,
pretty much. Just it's a Zape. It basically is a Zeepkist. Yeah. But I really need to go out to Calgary and try it. That would be awesome. But yeah, it's kind of what this reminds me of. And then I made it out of glass, and of course I had to put it in the void because the void is just fantastic.
Everyone is quicker than I am.
Yeah. There's one part of this. There's a few parts of this track. I deleted some parts. There were parts where the track was like overlapping differently, but because there's no ice anymore, you don't need the super high walls, obviously.
Oh right, yeah.
But there's one part of the track that is particularly difficult, that it wants to like always fling you off the track, and I feel like that's going to be like the first skill check for everyone, is surviving that part of the track. And then of course
I don't think I've gotten halfway.
Yeah, no, probably not. It is a 2-minute track, right? Just like the classic bobsled one is. There we go. I got it this time. I hate it. Of course people in chat hate it.
There's this one bit at like 35 seconds.
Yeah, that's
down.
Yeah, that's the skill check. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to turn into it.
Yeah, exactly. There used to be a like upper wall on that, and I was like, nah, this is too easy with the upper wall, because you could just launch into it. And when it was ice, you had to have that, because like there was no way. But now you have to like go right and then turn left hard into it to make it like work,
Yeah.
The interesting thing about this, though, is there's a lot of people who have probably never played the original version of this track.
That's true.
Because that was like the second track I ever made in Zeepkist or something. Or like it was really, really quick there. It was like one of the first tracks I made. I'd have to look up which one.
Was that the first track where you invited me?
Probably.
It was like this big thing, like, oh, I challenged the dev to.
Yeah, it might have been. I honestly, I'd have to go back and look through the videos, because I know, like, I tried that hands-free track as my absolute first track in Zeepkist.
Right. Yeah.
But that was just me and like Dapper and like a few of our buddies, and then I did a bobsled track. I remember this track when I first built it. Took me forever to build.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I was really bad at driving back then, which I still am, to be honest. These guys are already in the 157s. Oh, okay, I am too. Never mind. All right, I'm first place, actually. Okay, that's not as fast as I thought. It's interesting, though, because, like, the old bobsled track, I didn't change, really, the dimensions of this track. The track is the same dimensions, but I changed a lot of the parts, the layout, and then obviously adding grip. But it's interesting, because when I did the old bobsled, it was really hard to get a sub 2-minute time. And now with this, it's actually kind of easier. It's weird how, adding that control gives you 4 or 5 seconds of speed, Yeah,
you get way better lines. Like the ice just whoops you anywhere.
Yeah, but that's also why I deleted some of the parts I did. Like, you'll notice there's a lot of low corners. And I did that because I wanted to force people to, like, take a line, not just,
Yeah, just go
not
forward.
just, like, coast through it, right? Because it is really cool, though.
Oh, my God.
What? What'd you do?
Inverted some pieces and I fell off.
Oh yeah, at the death downhill. Yeah, gotta stay really centered on that one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that part was when I was building this, I was like, that part's way too easy. I need to do something to make it not easy.
Should put like cactuses and stuff.
True. So for me, I wanted to I thought the Bobsled is Void was kind of like a neat title, because it was like, all right, it's in the void, but it's also like a voided bobsled run. It's no longer a bobsled, right? So it's got like that double meaning. I'm like on the big brain.
I get it.
Big brain stuff.
That's very metaphorical.
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
Oh god, the part where the track pieces are inverted, if you don't hit that perfect, you lose so much speed. I was on like a 0.2 green, and now I'm on a 0.2 yellow from that.
I have not finished yet.
Yeah. It's crazy though, these 2-minute tracks, man. I need to build more 2-minute tracks. Whenever you have a 2-minute track, the lobby flies by. Because you only do like 3-4 attempts, and then boom, done. You're already, halfway through the lobby.
Yeah, and you need to get it perfect, kind of. It's like extra challenging because you don't get as many runs.
Yeah. But they've got to be 2-minute tracks have to be flowy. That's the thing. They've got to have a good flow to it. Or else it's just
shouldn't be too hard.
No. And I don't think this one's too hard. I think this was one of those tracks. I think this was like the first long track I ever made. And it just has it's all natural power too. There's only that one little booster at the beginning, so you don't have to spend 20 minutes waiting for you to accelerate, But other than that, it's natural, just downhill to pick up more and more speed, right? And it's just got that wonderful flow. It doesn't have any parts that hit you too hard, so the unity bounces aren't gonna kill you,
Yep.
I wish I was as good a track maker as I used to be. I think I just need to spend some time and focus up. But it was interesting. I was going the other day. I have literally 130 or 140 tracks or something that I've built.
Oh my god.
Right? And it's crazy. And I never realized how many tracks it was. And I was like, you know what? I should really start looking at some of my old tracks that were really good, and seeing what I can do to make them different. Like, for example, this was an ice track, and now it's no longer ice. And honestly, before I started working on it, I had no idea what the results would be. Would it flow? Would it not flow? Would it even work, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't build the track this way. So then I thought, at some point in time, I should take one of my old non-ice tracks and turn it to ice and see if it's just, even possible, right? That would be another really fun thing to try. That's you should have a whole adventure mode. Once you beat all the adventure mode tracks, there's an ice adventure mode where every track is just ice.
Just impossible.
Yeah, there's some that you just never be able to do, but
just hammers everywhere and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one with the hammers that you have to swerve in between. There's no way. Make it out of solid ice. Oh, I'm on a good run here. Holy cow! Running
At the end of adventure mode, I should just give you an engine and then be like, "Have fun, do it again now."
Yeah, adventure mode with an engine.
It's a completely new game.
I guess we never talked about it. Why did you decide to make Zeepkist? Like soapboxes? Why didn't you make like engine racing? I mean, obviously this is very Trackmania feely, which, Trackmania's got engines already and stuff, but Trackmania's got a whole bunch of other stuff going for it as well. So what was the inspiration to be like, I'm not going to put engines in it, just cuz?
So I had already, I'd been working on this racing game called Blacktop.
Okay.
Which was supposed to be a spiritual successor to Driver, in that you have a very big world and police car chases and stuff like that.
Can you play that game anywhere, or is it not even, doesn't exist?
Yeah, I think there's a demo up on itch, 1 or 2. The vibes are very nice, but yeah, the scope was way too big, so I was completely unable to finish that ever.
Right.
So I knew I needed something a little more simpler if I wanted to have a commercial product.
Right.
So from that point on, I was like, okay, what is fun with vehicles, yet simpler in scope, which is easier to do? And then I visited a friend of mine in the UK, and his dad, he invited us to a soapbox race.
Legitimately a full real-life down a hill.
A legit real-life downhill
bunch of people line up with their soapbox cars and all race.
Yeah, and falling over and eating.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dirt. And I was standing there, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the limited scope. It's just, you have a car, you go down a hill. That's it.
Right. And now, of course, it's expanded to have boosters, fans, and all this other crap that we've...
Yeah, and now it's 5 years later, and this
right.
is where we ended up.
That's
5
so
years,
cool.
Jesus. Yeah. 5 years is a long time, actually, to be working on a video game, but...
Yep. Ever thought about going back to, like, Blacktop and remaking it, or... It honestly, that Blacktop sounds kind of like Motortown, you know, which is just like that driving game where you drive around and there's all sorts of different cars and things you can do. Like, that's sort of...
What I like about Motortown is that it's got, like, network... Like, you can play with friends, but they have collisions as well.
Right.
And, like, you just need to have, like, some sort of networking guru to do that for you.
I will say, though, with Motortown, sometimes the collisions are a little wonky. Like, sometimes when you hit each other, they do get wonky, which is not really a huge deal. Now, the other thing with Motortown, too, is unless you're, like, a cop, there's no real reason to hit people, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like...
And I feel strongly about collisions. Like, they need to be fun. You need to be able to pit maneuver cars. You need to run into each other. Like, all that stuff needs to be possible for it to be fun.
Right.
I feel.
And even if you look at, like, games like Rocket League that have collisions, and, you know, Rocket League's probably got one of the fastest paced, you know, car driving games, let's say, right? Like, car interactions, like vehicles. Oh, I'm out of time. GG, it's 1:30. I can't even finish a run. Dang. Well, that sucks. But anyway, no, the interesting thing with Rocket League is if you look at the way that they did their netcode, they have this crazy predictive algorithm to predict, like, where every player is going to be in the next, like, couple of seconds, and, like, where the ball's, not seconds, but, like, milliseconds, where the ball is going to be, how those collisions are going to interact, and, you know, that's how they get around the network issues, right? To make it fun and competitive, which is just, like, I can't even imagine how to write that, so.
Insane amount of work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'd love to have something like GTA Online physics. That just feels right. Like, you can ram into each other, have fun.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's slightly janky, but it's still, like, fun, you know?
Yeah.
But to get to somewhere like that, you need a really talented netcode guy.
So, hey, if you're a talented netcode guy and you're looking for a job, you know.
Yeah, and I also need, like, a lot of money to pay those people, so...
So, hey, if you're a talented netcode guy and you're looking for a free job with no pay...
Yeah, hit me up, yeah.
Hit up Unique and, you know, add collisions to online Zeepkist.
No, Zeepkist has made, like, enough money for me to be, like, thinking about moving out of my parents' house. But it's nowhere made near enough money to be like, oh, I'm gonna start a studio with, like, 5 people and office and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's sort of, yeah. That's sort of
Which would be fun, but yeah, like, I'm not there financially.
Oh, well, dang, GG.
Oh, yeah,
that was it's so quick. I need to make more 2-minute tracks, man. 2-minute track sessions just fly by. But yeah, thanks for the insight into Zeepkist. I appreciate it. Of course,
sure.
Believe it or not, this is the normal recording time today, and everyone else is apparently busy. So here we are. But I'm busy on other days. So let us know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Tomorrow.
And you know, of course, check out Zeepkist. I'll put links in the description. I always do. And oh look, we're going right from a bobsled track into another bobsled track. This is interesting.
And if you buy enough Zeepkists, maybe I can make Blacktop.
Yeah, go back and make black, exactly. But yeah, let us know, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, bye. That's the word.
But yeah, see ya. Are we live?